6:11. I'm gonna go ahead and call this meeting to order. First of all, roll call.
Alex Cantu present.
John Anise here.
Claudia Ochoa, present.
Armin Garza present.
And Oscar Salinas here, Dr. B. I do declare a quorum.
Thank you. Welcome, members of the audience. This afternoon, with a short notice, I want the four students who have had perfect attendance all through high school, and one of them for 13 years, to lead us for the pledge. So Lisette Leal from Jimmy Carter High School, Eric Rodriguez from Palmview High School, Mirna Urbina from Palmview High School, and Alejandra Reina from La Jolla High School. If the four of you could lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And these students will be recognized in a little while and introduced formally.
Thank you, guys, and thank you, Dr. B. Next item is the tax collector's report for April 2017.
Make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Arnitz,
Second.
second by Mr. Cantu. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. I'm gonna go ahead and make a motion for next item under approval of minutes for items 1, 2, 3, and 4. Special called meetings for May the 3rd, both of them. The one that was in the midday and then in the afternoon, May the 9th and May the 10th.
I so move.
So move on all four,
Second.
Mr.
All
Mr.
four, yeah, 1 through 4.
I have a motion by Mr. Alanis, a second by Ms. Choa. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Next up, we have a lengthy superintendent's report, Doc. It's been 3 weeks back to back, so
So, yes.
it's
we're
all
gonna-
yours.
We're going to continue with our enrollment report under the superintendent's report. That's the first item. Just to let you know that we finished the year with 14,633 elementary students and 13,967 secondary students for a total of 28,600 students. Mr. Salinas is stepping out to finish some certificates, but we're going to continue with our recognitions this evening, and I'm going to call on Mrs. Ochoa and Mr. Garza to please help us recognize our staff and students.
Good evening, Board President, Mr. Salinas, board members, Dr. Benavides, and members of our community. My name is Melinda Flores, Executive Director for High Schools, and today I want to thank you all for allowing us the opportunity to recognize our first cohort of the Math Teach Collaborative Program teachers. And we have Queen Martin, mathematics teacher at Jimmy Carter Early College High School, and Crystal Chagoya, mathematics teacher at Chavez Middle School, for obtaining their master's degree in mathematics from Harvard University. Just to let you know, Dr. Benavides, these teachers participated in the 366th Harvard commencement on May the 25th in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and we have a slideshow that we'd like to share with our audience. In addition, a big honor for Miss Queen Martin, who was selected as the class marshal for the Harvard Extension School class of 2017. Being the class marshal is only bestowed and was only bestowed on 3 students at Harvard this year. We are extremely proud of our graduates. We're very proud of these teachers, and we appreciate the support from our district for making this program possible. And so at this time, we'd like to share with you all that slideshow. Ms. Chagoya and Ms. Martin. Congratulations.
Chagoya Ramirez now. I told him I felt smart just being at Harvard, so you ladies are really, really the cream of the crop. So very, very proud of you. So very proud. One more round of applause for these ladies.
Thank you.
Family members, if you are here, please stand and be recognized. I know some of you are already standing, so family members, please stand and be recognized. I know that Queen's parents traveled from the Philippines to the grad, so welcome. Our next recognition is recognition of the students that led us in the Pledge of Allegiance. There's 4 of them. One of them had 13 years of perfect attendance, and the others had 12 years. But we thought it would be fitting that we recognize the parents, because really these parents pushed and pushed and pushed for them to come to school. Si no fuera sido por ustedes que estaban ahí empujando que vinieran todos los días, no creo que los estudiantes hubieran logrado esta meta. So, queremos reconocerles a ustedes también como padres de estos estudiantes. So, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Rick Villarreal, and he'll introduce the students and their parents.
Thank you, Dr. Benavides, and good evening, Dr. Benavides, Mr. Board President Oscar Salinas, and the rest of the board. We're honored here to have a young group of students who, as Dr. Benavides said, after many years of hard work, it's now paying off. And now we're going to little recognition and our appreciation, putting them on the spotlight for a little while for their hard work and determination, and their parents as well. I'm going to begin with student Alejandra Reina at La Joya High School with parent Claudia Reina. Student Eric Rodriguez, Palmview High School, with parents Jose M. Rodriguez and Rosalba Rodriguez. Student Mirna Urbina from Palmview High School as well, with parents Juan Urbina and Norma Urbina. And student Lisbeth Leal from Jimmy Carter Early College High School with parent Jose Leal and Enedelia Lozano.
And Lisette was valedictorian for Jimmy Carter and had 13 years of perfect attendance. You can do a big group, and then you need to do one individually with each so that we can use these parents as role models for the rest of our parents in the community.
One's perfect.
Vamos a tomar individual con los padres y los estudiantes. O si se pueden hacer un poquito para este lado mientras que hacemos cada grupo. Gracias. Aquí. Congratulations, Lisette.
Gracias.
Queremos que nos dé el secreto de cómo hicieron que vinieran todos los días. one secret, en que digan que estén malos, no les crean. Congratulations.
Thank you. Un fuerte aplauso.
Okay, one correction. Alejandra, right here, also had 13 years perfect attendance since pre-K. Congratulations y muchas gracias por ser padres ejemplar que empujaron bastante y vamos a usar esa historia para motivar a todos los otros padres para que todos los niños vengan a la escuela todos los días. Muchas gracias. Our next recognition is Chavez Choir, Chavez Middle School and Non-Varsity Women's Choir recognition. Mr. Ruben Adame, Head Fine Arts Administrator, will lead these recognitions.
Good evening, Dr. Benavides, President Salinas, members of the school board. It gives me great pleasure to stand here before you to recognize an outstanding program at Chavez Middle School, the choir program with an outstanding director, Mr. David Solis, for their outstanding accomplishments in their UIL season. And Mr. David Solis here is going to speak and give you all some information on their successes.
Thank you. Good evening. As you heard, my name is David Solis. I'm the choir director. I'm fortunate to be the choir director at Chavez Middle School. Representing my programs tonight are seventh graders Karen Alanis, Graciela Carales, Anaí Cervantes, Destiny Nunez, Elaine Vargas, and Mariela Vasquez. Also representing the choir are eighth graders Aaliyah Alvarez, Brenda Lopez, Ashley Ramirez, and Nalia Vega. I want to share a little bit about these young ladies in front of you. In a growing program of 200 students, the Chavez Middle School Choir has continued its legacy of excellence. For the 2016-2017 school year, the choir achieved 34 Division I ratings at solo and ensemble, 11 members that placed in the all-region middle school choirs, and were successful in receiving superior ratings at UIL concert and sight reading. The UIL contest is comprised of a concert portion, where the choir must perform 3 prepared musical selections for a rating, and a sight reading portion where students must perform a new selection after a short study period with no audible singing. The practice must all be coordinated and sung internally in the minds of the students and the director. This was the first year competing for the Chavez 7th grade treble choir. Their hard work and determination paid off on February 28th with a sweepstakes rating, the highest that can be achieved in the contest, which means superior rating on stage and superior rating in sight reading. Once again, the Chavez Choir returned with sweepstakes from the contest, but we didn't stop there. On Wednesday, March the 1st, the Chavez Middle School 8th grade varsity treble choir also returned from UIL concert and sight reading contest with another sweepstakes rating. This is the first time in the history of La Jolla ISD that a middle school choir program has returned from UIL concert and sight reading with multiple sweepstakes ratings. Let's give them a hand for their achievement. The choir and I are extremely thankful for the assistance from parents, administrators, staff of the entire district, but we're also thankful to someone that's not here today, and that is our high school accompanist, Miss Julie Dinnick, who unfortunately could not be here because she's with our other high school students at Texas State Solo and Ensemble. So I just wanted to recognize her and thank her for her contributions. To our parents in our community, I have a short saying. I believe I speak not only for myself, for the fine arts, and for Chavez Middle School, but for all of La Jolla ISD when I say we dedicate ourselves to giving our absolute best, because that is what you send to us, to our schools and into our classrooms every day, your absolute best. So thank you.
Congratulations. And if their parents are here, would you please stand and be recognized? And ladies, we want you to stay in choir for high school, okay? Continue that tradition. Great job. Thank you, Mr. Solis. Our next recognition is recognition of the UTRGV Torneo de Ortografía champions. Irma Zúñiga, bilingual director, will introduce these students.
Good evening, Mr. Board President, members of the board, Dr. Benavides. It gives me great honor to stand here before you and actually recognize our little ones that competed in this amazing competition. This competition has actually taken place for about 10 years. It's been about 4 years that La Joya ISD has committed to sending our students in this competition. It is called the Rio Grande Valley Torneo de Ortografía because this is where our kiddos that are in our dual language program, Spanish classes, actually display their talent in that Spanish language, and they show their culture, their heritage. And so we're really, really proud. They participated back May the 6th. It was a Saturday. And so we had to take all these little ones to Saturday. But we not only did La Joya take our elementary, but we also want to thank, we took all our 8 middle schools participated, our 3 high schools, our academies, and our STEM college high schools as well. So we took a total of 200 students. The competition was a total of 600 plus kids, but La Joya represented with 200 participants. So we're really proud. There were several categories in the event, and so I want to go ahead and call out our winners for this competition. And so for the division of primaria, which is called primaria 2nd and 3rd grade level students, we had our 1st grade. We brought to La Joya ISD first place, and that was obtained by Pamela Escobedo, a 3rd grader at Dr. Américo Paredes Elementary. Alongside with Ms. Pamela Escobedo is her coach, Ana Mata, her teacher, who spent numerous hours practicing those long spelling lists. And I believe the principal, Ms. Gonzalez, is also here, was here to, I don't know if she's here. Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez, for being here. From the category intermedio, which encompasses 4th and 5th grade level, we had a first place winner also, and his name is Mauricio Mendez, a 4th grader from E.B. Reina Elementary. And we have his coach, Ms. Sonia Rodriguez, who also spent numerous hours with him practicing. And finally, from this same category, we had a 4th place winner, and that is Alondra Arjona, 5th grade student at Enrique Camarena Elementary. And I believe the principal, Ms. Mary Lily Garza, is also here. Yes, thank you, Ms. Garza. We're very, very proud of these talented individuals, and we do want to thank the teachers for spending many hours for their students, preparing them for this competition. So thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry. And the teacher for Ms. Camarena, I'm so sorry, is Ms. San Juanita Loredo. Also spent many hours practicing with the students. Thank you.
Congratulations. Parents, if you're here, please stand, and their principals, please stand. The parents. Thank you, Mrs. Zuniga. Next recognition is recognition of Thelma R. Salinas STEM Early College High School Chess Club for placing second and state and sixth at the Super National Chess Tournament. So Mrs. Garcia, principal, will introduce these students.
Good evening, Dr. Benavides, members of the school board, central office administration, parents, students, and members of the community. It is with great honor that I present to you our chess team. They started off at regionals. They qualified for state at the regional competition. They moved on to the state competition and placed second in the state, which qualified them for super nationals. But at that point, we didn't know if we were going to be able to go. And they found out 2.5 weeks before the competition that with your generosity and your approval, the district was able to help us send our students to Nashville for the National Chess Tournament. This is the biggest tournament in history anywhere. There were over 5,000 students from 49 different states. And the team we're about to present to you came in 6th in the nation. The students that we'll be presenting to you this evening, they're all seniors, and they had a very difficult choice to make because the national competition also took place at the same time as their STC graduation, and these students made the decision to participate in the chess tournament and not attend their graduation from college. So these are really committed and dedicated students to chess. We have found out many things about chess as a game. It's a game of skill. It's a game of strategy. It's a game of decision making and problem solving. And chess, in many cases, mirrors life. So good chess players make good decisions, and those skills go on and transfer into life. So you're talking about a very successful group of students, not just now, but in the future. So our nationally ranked chess team starts with Vidal Delgado. Michael Martinez. José Rubén Flores. Arturo González Jr. Heidi Sepúlveda. Kenneth Romero. Felix Ledesma. Felix had the tournament of his life. He peaked right at nationals, and he is number 7 in the nation as an individual chess player. Marcos Alipi. Victor Lopez. Carla Arjona. And our chess coach, Mr. J.J. Guajardo.
And I know why they were okay not going to the graduation, because they're going to graduate from a 4-year institution in 2 years, so why not, right? You're going to experience that already. That's awesome. Parents, please. Yes. Oh, you're welcome. Parents, please stand to be recognized. Congratulations, guys. Very proud of you. Our next recognition is recognition of our spring athletic Advancements for La Jolla High School, what is Lincoln High School, and Palmview High School. I'm going to call on our athletic director, Mr. Alex Guajardo, to lead us with these recognitions.
We're going to start off with boys soccer, coached by Coach Alejandro Davila. First off, we'll start with Julio Camacho. Gerardo Garza. Jonathan Gutierrez. Isaac Ochoa. Edgar Palomares. Oscar Quintanilla. Juan Ramos. Your Coyotes are coached by Coach Alejandro Davila and Coach Royberg.
Parents, if you were able to join us, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. Thank you.
Up next, we have La Jolla Girls Soccer making the playoffs for the first time in over 10 years. Hard work by Coach Lupe Moreno, bringing them to the playoffs. First, we got Yasaira Herrera. Imelda Montelongo. Leslie Montoya. Kayla Ochoa. Yajaira Núñez. Laisha Guajardo. Jennifer Herrera. Gabriela Romo. Leslie Cantú. Griselda Zúñiga. Selena Ramírez. Kayla Mata. Your Coyotes are coached by Coach Moreno, Tina Martinez, Coach Gonzalez, and Coach Trevino.
Parents, if you were able to join us, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations again. Great job. Great job. Thank you, sir.
Up next, we have La Jolla Softball. We have Monica Garcia.
Congratulations.
Sarah Salinas. Eileen Salinas. Andrea Perez. Skylin Solis. Cassandra Villarreal. Leslie Ochoa. Sabrina Salinas, Alisa Solis, Alisa Rodríguez, Aileen Arevalo, Leslie Marrón, Alex Alanis, Cassandra Flores. The Lady Coyotes are coached by Coach Charlie Rodriguez, Coach Brenda Garcia, Coach Carlos Salinas, and Coach Alex Salinas.
Parents, if you were able to join us, please stand and be recognized.
And on behalf of La Joya ISD, we would also like to recognize Coach Carlos Rodriguez for his 400th win. So here it is, Coach.
We'll do a picture with Coach Rodriguez in a little bit. We're going to do a picture with Coach Rodriguez with his 400th win. Coach Guajardo, get in the picture.
Up next, we have La Joya Baseball. Santos Alanis. Carlos de León. José Delgado. Oscar Flores. Rafael Guerrero, Fernando Hernández, Ryan López, Joey Martínez, Jonathan Martínez, Luis Rincón. Your Coyotes are coached by Coach Mario Flores, Ezequiel Garza, and Eliseo Ramos.
I went to see you play, but how are you? Good to see you. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Parents, if you were able to join us, please stand and be recognized.
Up next, we have La Joya Boys Track. We have area and regional qualifier, Aarón del Bosque. The Coyotes are coached by head track coach Joe Magayan.
Congratulations, sir. Parents, if you were able to join us, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for being here.
Up next, we have Palmview High School Baseball. We have Jesus Guzman. And the Lobos are coached by Coach Ricky Garcia.
Parents and Mrs. Ayala, principal, please stand and be recognized. I think they're standing.
Up next, we have your district runner-up and area champion, your Lady Lobos track team. We're going to start with Brianna Robles, area and regional and state qualifier. Damaris Pesina, area and regional qualifier. Yoko Gomez, area and regional qualifier. Brittany Cano, area and regional qualifier. Bailey Villalon, area and regional qualifier. Crystal Bocanegra, area and regional qualifier. We also have Abriana Villarreal, Janelle de la Garza, Oma Sanchez, Brianna Cano. Your Lady Lobos are coached by Coach Claudia Bazan, Coach Leslie Rodriguez, and Coach Mario Montelongo.
Parents, if you were able to join us, please stand and be recognized.
Also, on behalf of La Jolla ISD, we would like to recognize Brianna Robles, state qualifier, for becoming also only the third female to break the 5-minute mile, and also for becoming regional champ as well. Brianna Robles, congratulations.
Wow. Great job. Any other parents, please stand and be recognized for Brianna.
Up next, we have Palmview Boys Track, district runner-up and area champions. We have Victor Bocanegra, area and regional qualifier. Adrian Lopez, area and regional qualifier. Eli Rodriguez, area and regional qualifier. And your lowers are coached by Coach Abel Garza and Coach Sam Longoria.
Parents, if you were able to join us, please stand and be recognized. This one's next. Congratulations, great job. Thank you, Coach Guajardo. Next, we have Mr. Alfredo Vela, who's going to recognize the purchasing and warehouse operations staff for receiving the TASBO Award of Merit for purchasing and operations with recognized status.
Thank you, Dr. Benavides. Mr. Board President, members of the board, ladies and gentlemen, We come before you to recognize our purchasing department. The Texas Association of School Business Officials has granted a taxable award of merit for purchasing and warehouse operations with recognized status to La Joya ISD. This award is provided to school districts for their commitment in following professional standards in the acquisition of goods and services. In determining the award recipients, TASBO reviewed various procedures and practices, including organization, policies and procedures, contract operations, staff training, certification, warehousing, use of technology, and communication. La Joya ISD is one of 26 school districts in the state and the only one in Region 1 receiving this award. Our recipient are people we're going to recognize: Migdalia Salinas, purchasing buyer; Chris Perez, purchasing specialist; Irma Cifuentes, purchasing bid clerk; Mario Cifuentes, bus parts clerk; Joselito Hernandez, bus parts inventory manager; and the Director of Purchasing and Warehouse Operations, Silvia Zapata.
Congratulations. Great, great job. We're very proud of you. Congratulations and thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Ochoa and Mr. Garza. This concludes the superintendent's report. All right.
Where's that gonna be at? Before we go to the other? So do we vote on the consent and then come back?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty, well, thank you. We're moving on to the next items. That be no discussion items. Doc, do we have any public comments?
No.
Okay, moving on to consent agenda. For the record, we will be having, there's a tie for items 2.
Under bids.
It'd be number 2. Just number 2, right, Doc?
Yeah.
And 54?
And I actually put out item number 3 on bids also.
Okay, and Mr. Hernandez is making a motion to pull out item number 3.
Is there another one, Mrs. Zapata, that has a tie bid? It says here.
Only volleyball.
Ms. Zapata, it says 2 and 54.
Yes, of the volleyball bid.
Oh, so it's still with volleyball.
Just with that one.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go, and then we'll bring it back to you, miss. Okay. Alrighty, so we're putting out item number 3 under bids. Okay, I need a motion for consent.
So move. I'll second that.
Motion by Mr. Armin Garza, second by Mr. Alanis. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Let me go ahead and go through the pending ones, and then we'll come back to you, Mrs. Zapata. Okay, under contracts, letter A, number 9, memorandum of understanding between Hidalgo County and Community Service Agency.
So move.
A motion by Mr. Alanis,
Second.
second by Mr. Garza. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Under contracts, also under letter A, number 10, performance services contract.
I move to approve the contract for performance services pending review and approval of district's third party pursuant Texas Educational Code 44901.
I have a motion by Mr. Garza,
Second that.
second by Mr. Cantu. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Under bids, we will be going on to the volleyball bid. That's the one we're doing, miss?
Yes, number
Okay.
2.
You wanna do that now? Okay, for the record, we have a tie for the bid on the volleyball, Bill Guthrie and Barcelona. So 2 chips are placed with the name of each one of them. And I'm gonna have Ms. Ochoa go in there and do the choosing. And it is, Ms. Ochoa, for the record.
Bill Guthrie, sports.
There you have it, so. For the scoreboard, is it? And that's for the, you said for the scoreboard? Okay, the next one is for a volleyball scoreboard, and we have a tie, also Barcelona and Bill Guthrie. And Doc, can you do the honors?
Bill Guthrie.
Bill Guthrie as well. Is that it, miss? Okay. I still need a motion for item number 8, guys, as chosen.
I'll second that.
I have a motion by Mr. Garza, second by Mr. Alanis. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Under letter C, business and finance.
Number 3 on bid.
Oh, I'm sorry, number 3, but you're taking that one back out, or you're
No,
gonna make a motion?
he's gonna make a motion.
You're gonna make a motion. Okay, we're going back to number 3 under bids that Mr. Alanis had pulled out.
I'd like to make a motion to postpone this item.
Have a motion by Mr. Alanis.
Second.
Have a second by Mr. Cantu. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. And then now moving on to business and finance, letter C, number 5. Nomination of the Texas Association of School Board of Directors for the Region 1, position A. Anybody have any recommendations, names?
That's only if you wish to nominate someone from this board to
Okay.
be, yeah, if you don't, it's okay,
So we can just do the motion.
whatever you want.
Okay, so I don't have anybody, guys. How about you?
Is there anybody on this board that would like to throw a name in the hat?
No, I'm not. Anybody on this board that would like to throw their name in there?
No action.
No. Why are you looking at me now? I don't want to, thanks. I have too many things. You want to nominate Mr. Armin Garza?
I nominate Alex Cantu.
Okay, we have a nomination by Ms. Ochoa.
I'll second that.
To nominate Mr. Cantu, Alejandro Alex Cantu, and a second by Mr. Alanis. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes. So, Mr. Cantu, your name's been thrown in there, sir.
Mr. President, did you get B8?
I'm sorry?
Did you cover B8 under bids?
Yes.
Yes. It was what we chose, and then it was just an approval for whatever had gone here. Both of them were Bill Guthrie.
Was it together? I had the same question. Was it together, Mrs. Zapata?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Item number 2 read PE athletic supplies, equipment, and related services catalog bid. And then item number 8 reads volleyball bid. So item number 2 was pulled out to do the volleyball bid, but there's a separate item under volleyball.
Okay, the two tie bids were in, the 2 tie bids were in the volleyball bid. Item 2 and item 54 from the volleyball bid were the 2 tie bids.
Are they?
Item B2, PE athletic supplies, equipment, and related services catalog bid, that is a catalog bid that did not have tie bids in it.
Yeah, because that one went straight. The only one we pulled out was number 3. So we're good to go with that one. 3 was pulled out. That was the one that was pulled out. And then on number 8, that stand by itself, that was where we did what we did with Ms. Zapata. Is that okay, Mr.? Okay.
Was pulled out.
I think she's fine, thank you.
All right. So moving on, guys. There's nothing under letter D under human resources. At this time, it is, I'm going to read it, and then we're going to go into a public hearing and approval of salary adjustments regarding payment in the excess of the contractual amount. So it is 7:01, and it is officially a public hearing open for discussion. Dr. B, can you just elaborate a little bit on this so that, for the record, I believe it's additional work being done by Mr. Morin?
There's some online testing that takes place, and Mr. Morin serves as the testing proctored during a total of 9 days. And so these are monies that will be paid to him for working those 9 days and serving, assisting with the online testing.
Okay, are there any questions, guys? Any questions from the audience? Okay, so it is 7:02. We are out of the public hearing. I need a motion.
So move.
A motion by Mr. Garza,
Second.
second by Mr. Cantu. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Also under letter E, Human Resources number 2, 2017-2018 school year, staffing allocation guidelines, new additional reclassified positions, and new teacher recruitment incentives. I'm gonna need a motion.
Mr. Alanis, that's the
This is
item.
the one?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to postpone this item. I'd like some more, I guess some more input. I know we're gonna have a work session on, when was the next one, Doug?
Monday, June the 5th.
On Monday, June the 5th, I'd like some more clarification on some of these things, and my motion is to postpone this item right now.
I have a motion by Mr. Alanis
I second.
and a second by Mr. Cho. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Okay, at this time, it is 7:03, and under section codes 551071, 551072, and 551074, we will be going into executive session. Okay, we are out of executive session, and it is 8:51 for the record.
President, I'd like to make motions on items 1 through 13 as discussed in executive session.
I have a motion.
Second.
And a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes.
Mr. President, members of the board, with respect to items 14 and 15, I recommend a motion to proceed as discussed in executive session.
So move.
Second that.
A motion by Mr. Garza, by recommendations of council, and second by Mr. Alanis. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes.
Mr. President, members of the board, with respect to number 16, I recommend a motion to take no action on that item.
So move.
I have a motion by Mr.
Second.
Garza, and a second by Mr. Alanis, as recommended by council. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Meeting is adjourned at 8:52.